welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are new. I would love for you to stick around. So today's video is going to be a self-tanning routine video. Excuse my dogs who apparently can't get comfortable in the bed. And also excuse my no makeup face. I'm gonna be putting self-tanner on. So I'm not a newbie when it comes to sunless tanner. I've been using self-tan for a long time, ever since like, I would say high school, and I'm 26 years old now. So for a good like 10 years, I would say that I've been using self-tanner. I've tried a lot of different brands. I've tried I started off with the Neutrogena like sunless tanner. I don't really know what it's called. I just know it's in an orange bottle. I think it's called like Neutrogena Airbrush Tan or something like that. You can get it at your local drugstore, at CVS, whatever. I was using that in high school, and literally I was orange because I would literally like put coats and coats and coats of it on. So I've tried that one. I've tried St. Tropez. I've tried St. Moritz, which is the Ulta one. I have tried Loving Tan. I've tried like the Jergens tanner. I've tried a bunch of different tanners. And typically I would say that the majority of them are the same as far as like St. Tropez, Loving Tan, St. Moritz. All those are kind of the same. They just differ in prices a little bit. St. Moritz is a little bit more affordable because it's like the knockoff St. Tropez from Ulta. And I do have that one, but I prefer St. Tropez personally. That and Loving Tan. I love Loving Tan. I just don't have anymore. So what I do have is a St. Tropez Advanced 1 Hour Tan. I like this one because I personally hate the smell of self-tanner. I don't really like to sleep in it because then it gets all over your sheets and just smells weird. So anything that has like an Advanced Express 1 hour tan, 3 hour tan, things like that, I prefer over the classic ones, which take like 6 to 8 hours to develop. The one I'm going to be talking about today is the St. Tropez Self Tan Express Advanced 1 Hour Tan Bronzing Mousse. I believe I picked this up from Ulta or Sephora. I'm pretty sure Ulta. It just looks like this, and it says you can leave it on for 1 hour for a light tan, 2 hours for a medium tan, and 3 hours for a dark tan. So of course I personally leave it on for as long as possible. I want the most out of my self tan, and you can see that I'm pretty pasty. Now, I typically don't apply self-tanner on my face just because I feel like I can kind of get that tan look with foundation. And when I'm home not wearing makeup, I really don't care if my face and my body are the same color. So I just don't put it on my face. But I will be putting it on my face today just to show you that you can put it on your face. For application, I prefer to use a mitt. This is a brand new one that I picked up from Ulta last summer. Have not used it yet. This is the St. Tropez one, but they do make more affordable ones. I mean, these are pretty affordable. Generally speaking, they're a couple dollars, I think. Maybe up to 10. And that's typically how I apply it. So before I go ahead and show you how I apply it, I have a couple of tips that I think are super important when you are going to be self-tanning. You definitely want to exfoliate and shave the day before. So if you know you want to like wake up and self-tan, I would say to shave and exfoliate that night before, so you get a good like 12 to 24 hours before applying your sunless tan, just because it makes everything go on a little bit smoother, a little bit less streaky. And that's just what almost every single bottle of self-tanner says on the back of the packaging, that you want to shave and exfoliate 12 to 24 hours before you apply it. So I just typically follow that rule. On top of that, I am somebody who has dry skin, especially on my legs, my knees, my ankles, my elbows. Just like certain areas like that get super dry. So of course, every time I get out of the shower, I use a moisturizer, and before I sunless tan, I will apply this again. This is the Up and Up Extra Healing Ultra Dry Skin Moisturizer. It's just the generic brand of the Jergens one. It looks like this. It's just like a cheap moisturizer. I'm not going to use my really nice Bath & Body Works super scented creams and lotions and things like that when I'm going to be putting a self-tan on top of it, because there's really no point. The self-tan itself has a smell to it, and it kind of just defeats the purpose. So I just use one of my more affordable moisturizers that I just kind of lather my body in anyway. So I will apply this on my entire body, and especially on my legs and my knees and places that I usually get dry on before I put the self-tanner on. So that's what I just did. I just lubed up my whole body. Now, personally, I have some issues of like different textures in my skin. Like I have stretch marks on the inner parts of my arms, if you can see. So a lot of the self-tanner kind of gets stuck here, and there's nothing I can really do to prevent that. It's just kind of a hot spot for my sunless tanner to get stuck there. So I do try not to go over the spot so many times, but it is what it is. I know that the tanner is kind of going to get stuck in those creases. I also don't tan my neck a lot because I naturally just have a little bit darker neck than the rest of my body, and I feel like adding self tanner just kind of really enhances that and gets stuck in the creases of my neck, and I just don't want that. So if I find that my neck is lighter, I always just like bring my foundation down when I'm getting ready, and that's it. So I don't apply self tanner on my neck. If this isn't a problem for you, if you don't have like creases in your neck, or you don't have discoloration, or whatever the case may be, or skin texture issues, go ahead and feel free to put tanner on your neck. I just avoid that area. Also, your hands are a big spot where sunless tanner can get stuck and look orange and look patchy and just kind of like make you look fake, like you faked and baked, or you know, got a self tanner or spray tan or whatever the case may be. So you again want to make sure that you are moisturizing around your knuckles. That's kind of where the sunless tan will stick to. Around your wrists, you can kind of get a lot of discoloration right here at the wrist. So you want to make sure these areas are super moisturized. Also, when applying your sunless tanner on your arms and on your hands, I typically will make like a claw shape like this with my hands and then rub whatever is left on the mitt on my hands. I won't pump out a new pump for my hands. I'll just use the remnants of whatever I have left and just kind of like go over my hands like that, and that's it. Same with my feet and toes. Again, ankles are a big spot where the sunless tanner kind of likes to cling to, so you don't really want to add too much product there. I just kind of use whatever is left from that leg and rub it on my foot and ankle. Okay, so that's literally all I had to say about that. I'm going to show you a quick little demo of how I do it. Of course, you're not going to see my full body because, you know, typically you sunless tan or self tan when you're naked because you want to get every single part of you. So I am going to be showing you from like here up and some of my arms and some of my legs, and that's going to be it. Another tip, you're going to want to wear a loose fitting dark clothes because the self tanner can stain your clothes and white sheets and whatever the case may be, whatever you have. So if you have like a white couch or anything like that, you're going to want to lay a sheet down. I always wear like my black pajamas, my, you know, my loose tops, my loose pajama shorts when I'm going to be self tanning, and yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it, and then I will show you the before and after. The good thing about most self tanners is they have a color guard, so you can instantly see where you're putting the tanner. It's not going to come out clear. You're going to see where you're putting it. You're going to be able to see if you missed a spot. You're going to be able to see if there's a streak that you can hopefully rub in time. So yeah. Also, another tip, you're going to want to move pretty quickly because this is quick drying. So you don't want to put on like a whole mess of product onto your mitt, maybe like 2 to 3 pumps, and then quickly rub it in. So let me get to the demo and show you what it looks like. I'll show you a quick before and after, and then I will come back and end this video. Okay guys, so that's literally my self-tan routine. Now to get my back, you're gonna wanna ask, hopefully you live with somebody. If you live with a roommate, a partner, your friends, your parents, well, your mom, your dad, whoever, aunt, uncle, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, to kind of help you get your back, because I don't care what size you are, it's too hard. Like, nobody can physically reach their back like that. I mean, you can try your best, but you're not gonna be able to get all of it. So that is basically my self-tan routine. Now in 3 hours, I will rinse this, but I am gonna end this video here because you basically just saw my whole self-tanner routine. And yeah, let me know what you guys do or what your favorite self-tanner is in the comment section down below, because I'm always interested in trying new ones. In case I didn't mention it, you can expect your self-tan to last, I would say, 5 to 7 days max, and then you want to kind of exfoliate and do the whole process over again. Now these, obviously self-tanner does not fade as naturally as a natural tan would fade, so you are going to fade a little bit patchy. However, I personally find that this like Saint Tropez self-tanner isn't orange at all. It kind of has an olive undertone, a green undertone, and that's why I prefer it. So you don't really look orange when it starts to fade. It just gets a little bit patchy like in those dry areas. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.